Thank you for joining today's journey into one of the most powerful and soul-awakening books ever written, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Your support means the world and helps us continue creating inspiring book breakdowns like this. Now, let's begin this unforgettable journey that has transformed millions of lives around the world. The Alchemist isn't just a novel. It's a philosophical roadmap to discovering your destiny, understanding the language of the universe, and awakening the magic that already lives within you. It tells the story of Santiago, a young Andalusian shepherd boy who dreams of treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. But the true treasure of the book isn't gold or jewels. It's the wisdom Santiago gains along the way. Every step he takes, every person he meets, every challenge he faces mirrors our own personal journeys toward purpose, faith, and transformation. It all begins with a dream, and that's the first great truth Coelho teaches us. Our dreams are not coincidences. They're the language of our soul communicating with us. When Santiago dreams of treasure, he doesn't ignore it. He acts. He takes that first terrifying step into the unknown, leaving behind his comfort zone, his sheep, and everything familiar. This moment represents the courage it takes for all of us to listen to our hearts. Paulo Coelho reminds us that the first step toward fulfilling our destiny often comes disguised as fear. Yet, fear is just the resistance before growth. The moment we confront it, the path ahead begins to unfold. As Santiago embarks on his journey, he learns one of life's most beautiful secrets. When you truly desire something from the heart, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. This is not fantasy, it's faith. Coelho calls this concept the beginner's luck of the universe. When you move with intention, unseen forces align to clear the way. It's as if the cosmos recognizes your commitment and whispers, "Finally, you're ready." This lesson teaches us that opportunities only reveal themselves when we commit fully to our path. Early in the story, Santiago meets the king of Salem, Melchizedek, who introduces him to the idea of a personal legend. This concept is the foundation of The Alchemist. A personal legend is your unique purpose, the thing you were born to fulfill. Everyone has one, but few are brave enough to pursue it. Coelho tells us that children are closest to their personal legend because they believe anything is possible. As we grow older, fear, doubt, and practicality silence that belief. The key to happiness lies in rediscovering that childlike faith, to remember that dreams are not foolish but divine instructions from the universe. Throughout his journey, Santiago learns that the path to one's destiny is never straight or simple. He works in a crystal shop after being robbed in Tangier, and this period teaches him patience, humility, and the importance of learning from every experience. The crystal merchant he works for represents people who give up on their dreams. Through him, Santiago realizes that settling for comfort over courage leads to regret. This part of the story mirrors real life. How many of us stop chasing our passions because of one setback or a moment of fear? Coelho's message is clear. Every obstacle is a lesson in disguise. Even detours serve a divine purpose. The book also teaches the power of transformation through perseverance. Santiago doesn't just earn money in the crystal shop. He refines his character. He learns business, adaptation, and the courage to try again. Every lesson builds his faith. This period reminds us that the journey itself is preparation for the destiny we seek. Often, the universe delays our dreams not to punish us, but to prepare us for them. When Santiago finally joins a caravan across the desert, he meets the Englishman, a scholar obsessed with alchemy. The Englishman represents the rational mind, while Santiago represents intuition. Through this encounter, Coelho blends science with spirituality, showing that knowledge without wisdom is incomplete. True alchemy isn't about turning metal into gold. It's about transforming the soul, purifying the spirit, and learning to see the divine in all things. Santiago begins to understand that the real treasure is not outside but within. The desert itself becomes a metaphor for life, vast, silent, and unpredictable. Santiago learns to read omens, to trust signs from nature, and to connect with the world around him. He discovers that everything, the wind, the sand, the stars, speaks the same universal language, love. This awakening teaches one of Coelho's most profound lessons, that all creation is interconnected. The more aligned you are with your true self, the more you can understand the language of the world. Love enters Santiago's journey when he meets Fatima at the oasis. Through her, he learns that true love never stands in the way of destiny. It becomes part of it. Fatima teaches him patience and faith, proving that love rooted in trust gives strength, not distraction. Paulo contrasts possessive love, which traps, with spiritual love, which liberates. Fatima's love allows Santiago to continue his quest, showing that real love always supports growth and purpose. Later, when Santiago meets the alchemist himself, the lessons reach a deeper level. The alchemist becomes a spiritual mentor, guiding Santiago to look within. He teaches that the final step in any spiritual journey is realizing that the treasure you seek has always been inside you. The alchemist's wisdom reveals that the transformation of lead into gold symbolizes the transformation of the human spirit, from ignorance to enlightenment, from fear to faith, from doubt to understanding. One of the most striking truths the alchemist imparts is that courage is the key to transformation. He says, "When you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed." This highlights the loneliness of the spiritual path. Many will doubt your journey because they haven't yet discovered their own. But your task is not to convince, it's to live your truth. As Santiago reaches the Egyptian pyramids, believing his treasure lies beneath them, he's robbed once more. Ironically, it's here that he learns the ultimate lesson. The treasure was buried back where his journey began, under the sycamore tree in Spain. This revelation represents the greatest truth of the alchemist, that what we seek externally is often within us all along. The journey was necessary not to find the treasure, but to become the person capable of recognizing it. In the end, Santiago returns home transformed. He's wiser, braver, and more spiritually awakened. He understands that destiny isn't about reaching a place. It's about becoming aligned with your purpose. The treasure is symbolic of self-discovery, enlightenment, and peace. Coelho's entire message can be distilled into this. When you follow your heart and live with faith, everything you lose is replaced with something greater. Beyond its story, The Alchemist teaches dozens of subtle truths about faith, fear, intuition, purpose, and love. It shows that life is a constant conversation between your dreams and the universe. Every event, every person, every challenge is a message meant to guide you closer to who you truly are. It reminds us that spirituality isn't something to be found in temples or books, but in everyday moments. In the sunrise, the laughter of a stranger, the silence before a decision. Even the idea of alchemy itself becomes a mirror for our personal growth. Turning lead into gold is a metaphor for turning pain into wisdom, struggle into strength, and uncertainty into transformation. Coelho's message is not about chasing wealth. It's about becoming the kind of person who attracts abundance naturally by living in harmony with their purpose. As we come to the end of this deep journey through The Alchemist, remember this. Your dreams are sacred, your heart is your compass, and your life is your own treasure map. Don't wait for permission to follow your calling. Trust the signs, embrace the unknown, and let the universe conspire in your favor. If this journey inspired you, please take a moment to like, share, and comment your favorite lesson from The Alchemist. Your engagement helps this message reach more dreamers around the world. Thank you for watching, for believing in your destiny, and for walking this path with an open heart.